Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will take the field first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow, it's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So California's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll leave it with him, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you.
Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Golden Bears are on the move. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Tomlinson. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Got his man out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last position.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after a short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
In the middle, it's Gilbert. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Right back to the well. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Richard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Golden Bears! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Anderson will throw. Quick screen to the speedster outline. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll try to get outside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Caught over the middle, it's Samuel. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Anderson wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught behind the line. It's Richard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously